Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Gonna do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2007 Ditch Witch RT40 trencher that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions. I'll get up close to everything, show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know. Then of course we'll fire it up, run it through its paces, show you everything working like it's supposed to, show you that the hydraulics are nice and strong. Try to engage all the functions, show you that everything's working good. As always, if you are in the market for a used trencher, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one's a 2007 Ditch Witch RT40. As you see, it's OROPS. It is four-wheel drive with four-wheel steer, hydro transmission, 6-way front blade. Of course, this one's powered by the Deutz diesel engine. Rear wheel weights. It's got the A322 backhoe and the H314 trencher with a 6-inch chain. I'll get up close to everything here, try to talk about everything that I see. The backhoe is in pretty good shape. The hydraulics are nice and strong. We'll show you that here in a little bit. There's just a little bit of play down here, right here, like at this cylinder pin, but it's not awful, but that's probably the only spot where I saw any kind of major noticeable play, and I wouldn't call it major, but I definitely noticed there's a little bit of play there. Hydraulics are nice and strong. The digging bucket's in good shape. The blade is pretty doggone straight. I mean, there's a little bit of wave on the other side there, but it's nice and strong. It is the 6-way blade. We'll show you all those functions working. Of course, the big outriggers kind of walking around. The sheet metal and everything's pretty straight. It is faded. The hood especially is really, as you can see here, is faded. The rest of it's not awful. The paint everywhere else is decent. There's a little bit of fade to it, but that hood is probably the worst part. I don't know why. I think that's maybe fiberglass and the rest is metal, and that's kind of faded down worse than the rest of it. This front tire here has decent tread life left. I'm gonna say these are probably 35-40%. I think I'm being very fair there. There's definitely tread life left. That rim there is in pretty decent shape. No excessive wear there. This rear tire matches up pretty well. I'm gonna say it's about the same as that front one. Not a ton of weather checking or anything either. There's just a tiny little bit, like we said there, that's got the rear weights. This fender here is pretty straight. A couple little scratches here and there, nothing out of the ordinary. The ROPS is doggone straight, you know, no big bows or anything there. It doesn't look like that's been smashed into anything. Looking at the trencher unit itself, the auger on this side looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. These, I try to get up close here. The carbide teeth look pretty good. On the chain, there's some spots there where it's kind of been welded on. That sprocket's in decent shape. I mean, there's a little bit of wear, but there's definitely some life left in that sprocket. The bar's nice and straight. This one does have the hydraulic shift. I don't know exactly what Ditch Witch calls it. It's kind of like a side shift where that cylinder shoots it over here. Auger on this side's pretty good. Lighting's good there. Try to get in down here, see if you can see that sprocket down there. Has some life left. It's got maybe a little more wear on it than this top sprocket does. There's some life left there though. Again, the bar looks pretty good here. Looking over here, paint peeling in some spots on this fender. Nothing really out of the ordinary, but you know, it is an 07. We're talking close to 20 years old. This rear tire matches up really well to the others 3 that we've looked at so far. Again, wheel weights there, little paint peeling there around that bolt, and just some surface rust starting where the paint's peeled. Everything looks good up here on that platform. That tire matches up really well to the other 4. This front rim, it's got a few chips in it here and there where the paint's chipped off, but not bad. Again, that fiberglass hood's pretty straight, but the paint is faded. Some little scratches here and there, but nothing out of the ordinary. Outrigger looks good on this side. Like I said, a couple of small little waves there in the blade, and the cutting edges kind of wore just a little bit on the bottom. But it's nice and strong. All the functions seem to work good. I don't see any cracks or welds or plating anywhere. The backhoe looks good here on this side. We'll take a look at the side of the engine. Try to get as close as I can here. It's kind of hard with this camera setup. Hard to get in here, but this side, everything looks nice and dry. I don't see a bunch of oil or diesel running down the side anywhere over here. Everything looks pretty good there. We'll go to the other side, take a look. Hard to get in close here, but side of the block's dry over here. There is a little bit of oil. Looks like maybe where these lines come out right here, there's a little bit of moisture there. Looks like maybe a little seeping out of one of those lines, probably right here in one of these couplers or something is my guess, because it's just a little wet right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a little wet there. But the side of the block looks pretty dry to me. Not really seeing anything there. Looking up here, that seat's decent. There's some little weather checking starting there. All the controls up here seem to work. Take a look at the operator station here. That step's in good shape. Just normal wear from your boots climbing on and off. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Again, a little bit of paint peeling in spots. The seat looks like it's in pretty decent shape. I don't see any big cuts or tears in that seat. All the hand controls over here, everything looks like it's in decent shape. Your foot pedal down here. Everything looks good up here. 1531 on hours, so the hour meter does work. We had it wrote down at 1530 when it came in, so we put it's ticked over to 1531 since we've kind of checked everything out here. Again, that top of that fiberglass, or yeah, that top fiberglass hood's pretty good. I don't see any big gouges in that, just the paint's faded some. All right, like I said, this one's a 2007 RT40. Plenty of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.